Please get ready for a dictation of exercise number 20 from May 2021 issue of Progressive Magazine. By the way, in the magazine it is titled as exercise 19 budget, though it is exactly exercise 20 budget. So 5 seconds. Start. We will work towards raising the share of public transport in urban areas through expansion of metro rail network and augmentation of city bus service. A new scheme will be launched at a cost of rupees 18,000 crores to support augmentation of public bus transport services. The scheme will facilitate deployment of innovative PPP models to enable private sector players to finance, acquire, operate and maintain over 20,000 buses. The scheme will boost the automobile sector, provide fillip to economic growth, create employment opportunities for our youth and enhance ease of mobility for urban residents. A total of 700 kilometers of conventional metro is operational and another 1100 kilometers of metro and RRTS is under construction in 27 cities. Two new technologies, that is Metro Light and Metro Neo, will be deployed to provide metro rail systems at much lesser cost with same experience, convenience and safety in Tier 2 cities and peripheral areas of Tier 1 cities. The past 6 years have seen a number of reforms and achievements in the power sector. We have added 139 gigawatts of installed capacity, connected an additional 2.8 crores households, and added 1.41 lakh circuit kilometer of transmission lines. The distribution companies across the country are monopolies, either government or private. There is a need to provide choice to consumers by promoting competition. A framework will be put in place to give consumers alternatives to choose from among more than one distribution company. The viability of distribution companies is a serious concern. A revamped, reforms-based, result-linked power distribution sector scheme will be launched with an outlay of rupees 3 lakh crores over 5 years. The scheme will provide assistance to DISCOMs for infrastructure creation, including prepaid smart metering and feeder separation, upgradation of systems, etc., tied to financial improvements. Prime Minister, while speaking at the third Re-Invest conference in November 2020, had announced plans to launch a comprehensive national hydrogen energy mission. It is now proposed to launch a hydrogen energy mission in 2021-22 for generating hydrogen from green power sources. Major ports will be moving from managing their operational services on their own to a model where a private partner will manage it for them. For the purpose, 7 projects worth more than rupees 2,000 crores will be offered. A scheme to promote flagging of merchant ships in India will be launched by providing subsidy support to Indian shipping companies in global tenders floated by ministries and CPSEs. An amount of rupees 1600 crores will be provided over 5 years. This initiative will enable greater training and employment opportunities for Indian seafarers, besides enhancing Indian companies' share in global shipping. Our government has kept fuel supplies running across the country without interruption during the COVID-19 lockdown period. Taking note of the crucial nature of this sector in people's lives, the following key initiatives are being announced. 1. Ujjwala scheme, which has benefited 8 crores households, will be extended to cover 1 crores more beneficiaries. 2. We will add 100 more districts in next 3 years to the city gas distribution network. 3. A gas pipeline project will be taken up in Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, and an independent gas transport system operator will be set up for facilitation and coordination of booking of common carrier capacity in all natural gas pipelines on a non-discriminatory open access basis. I propose to consolidate the provisions of SEBI Act 1992, Depositories Act 1996, Securities Contracts Regulation Act 1956, and Government Securities Act 2007 into a rationalized single securities markets code to install confidence amongst the participants in the corporate bond market during times of stress, and to generally enhance secondary market liquidity. It is proposed to create a permanent institutional framework. The proposed body would purchase investment grade debt securities both in stressed and normal times and help in the development of the bond market. In the budget of 2018-19, government had announced its intent to establish a system of regulated gold exchanges in the country. For the purpose, SEBI will be notified as the regulator, and Warehousing Development and Regulatory Authority will be strengthened to set up a commodity market ecosystem arrangement, including valuating, exchange, logistics, etc. In addition to warehousing, towards investor protection, I propose to introduce an investor charter as a right of all financial investors across all financial products. To give a further boost to the non-conventional energy sector, I propose to provide additional capital infusion of rupees 1,000 crores to Solar Energy Corporation of India and rupees 1,500 crores to Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency. I propose to amend the Insurance Act 1938 to increase the permissible FDI limit from 49% to 74% in insurance companies and allow foreign ownership and control with safeguards as per the objective and policy of the Government of India. Stop.